Hey guys, we're just going to prep for the power hour and just wait until a couple people jump on maybe. I'm going to jump right into it in probably 2 minutes. I'm just going to clear my workspace here. I feel like I can't work with the messy things in front of me, and there's a few things. So if you need to go and do that or go and get a drink or something, you can do that for sure. Just give me 2 seconds to organize what's right in front of me because I can't work otherwise. It was supposed to be with Mandy this morning, but I am covering for her, which is why I'm not organized. But let's be honest, never organized, which is okay. Just give me 2 seconds. And I'm actually recording this because I want people to know that to work better, to work more efficiently, it is nice to kind of have a clear workspace. I know that works really well for me. I know a lot of us suffer from attention issues. So for me, I like to have everything in its place while I'm trying to do the majority of my work. I usually do the majority of my work in small increments during the day. I don't know about you guys, but like yesterday, I did some baking and then I did some work and then I went back and I did this and I did some work and then I did laundry and I did some work. I just feel like those sort of time increments that I'm, investing in intentional work, I get so much more done. Okay, so we're going to start. So for my power hours, this is what I usually do each day. I start with going back through my messenger. If you guys have heard me do this before, then you know what I'm talking about. And now I've lost my phone. No, it's here. We're good. So I go through my messenger. So I go through my messenger to the Monday before. So I do this every Monday morning. I go through my messages on Facebook and I literally scroll back in my messenger until last Monday. Okay. And it's, I get the date. It was the 22nd. So I'll go back to the 22nd and I'll start. And there's some that aren't checked. Obviously I miss things, right? It's a busy day. The kids pick up the phone. Sometimes they check messages and you don't see it either. So this is why I do this every week, because since I've been doing this, it's really helped me be more efficient. It's helped me not miss people who want to book in for parties. Maybe they're asking a question about it and I miss it, or an order or follow-ups or whatever. So every single Monday I go and do this. It takes me 5 minutes. It doesn't matter if you work during the day or if you can only do it at nighttime or whatever, but every single week, pick a day and do this. I'm telling you, you will be shocked at how much you would have missed if you didn't do this. So we're going to do this for 5 minutes. You can do this with your emails as well. I do the same thing with emails. I go back 1 week and I do each week section. So that way the beginning of the week, I'm fresh and I can move forward knowing that I've checked everything. From this, I create a list. So I don't actually deal with any of this stuff. I have a piece of paper and a pen. And I write there and I say, okay, well, Patty, she has a question about an order that she placed. I'm going to write down Patty order. And then I'm going to just create a list from top to bottom. And the list some weeks can be 45 things long, or some weeks it can be 3 things long. Okay. So everyone do that now. Go to your messenger, go to your email, go back a week and just make sure you haven't missed anything. You might have checked the message, but you maybe didn't answer, or maybe you answered in your head like me. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll just do this for one more minute. Awesome. Okay, next up for what I do in my power hour is I spend 5 to 10 minutes on creating content. I do go back to that list that we just created from checking in on messengers, but I don't do that until after. I spend 5 because I find if I get into that list, then I'm into everything and I get distracted and then I'm not able to do the things that I showed up to do, the intentional stuff that I need to do to move my business forward. That stuff's all things that we need to do. But for me, I need to do these 3 or 4 things each day. This is what I do each day. But I mean, if you're doing this part-time, you can do this, every couple of days. You can do this once a week. The schedule is yours, right? To design. Next up, I spend 5 to 10 minutes on creating content, whether that's a reel to save in my drafts, stories to post, whether that's going to be a review or otherwise, because I focus my stories on sharing about how Zaya has benefited my life. So how am I going to show that today in a different light? Whether it's a post in my VIP, which I try to do every day, whether it's make an attraction marketing type of post where I post a picture of our team or I post a picture of, someone else maybe benefiting from this and me sharing a little blurb about where I was and where I am now. In every attraction marketing post, I try to focus on where I was and where I am now, because that is the easiest way for people to relate to you. You need to make it personal. You need to make those attraction marketing type of posts relatable. If you're just sharing a picture of the team and saying, oh, I love this community, it's the best, I can't wait to spend time with these people, blah, 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 people aren't going to relate to that. But if you say, hey, I used to have no friends. Hey, I used to have very little people in my circle, very little people I could reach out to, very little people who would support me. Now here I am. Okay. So I spend 5 to 10 minutes doing this, and there's literally endless, and you guys can ask questions too with the power hour, but there's literally endless ways to do this. And I spend 5 to 10 minutes making sure I create this. So ideally, you guys are creating a post or stories, VIP post, etc. each day. Even if you have to schedule it the night before. I mean, it only takes a couple minutes, but just to keep that posting very consistent, it helps the most. So we're going to spend probably 1 more minute on this. Awesome. Next up, my favorite part, book parties. And this is something that you guys should all be really focusing on because coming into September, October, November, there's a big incentive within Allie's team, but also it's just a really great time to create momentum and get like, you know, a bigger paycheck. People buy more in the fall. So what I do is I create a schedule of the parties that I want to fill. If you don't have this written down, how do you know what parties you want to fill? How do you know, like without this, I couldn't possibly book the parties that I book because I need to have it all written down, all organized. And then I need to know what I need to do. Okay, so do I need to spend 10 minutes here or 15 minutes here? You know, I look at my schedule and I realize, okay, I need to do some work. So to book parties, like I said, the first step is to create a schedule. And you do the weeks. If you do it by 7 days, or maybe you do 3-day parties and you give yourself a couple days to finish the orders, whatever way you want to do it, it doesn't matter to me, but go through your past hostesses, your past parties, every person in the party who ordered, send them a message. Your past customers, send them a message. Go through your warm market, maybe someone who wants to support you, maybe hasn't bought Zaya yet, but there's someone you know. So maybe it's a friend of a friend, or, you know, a hairdresser in your life, or someone in your warm market that maybe just didn't scream out, like, I want to try Zaya right away. Reach out to them, say, hey, I would love to give you some free stuff, half price items, love to book you a shopping event, and give them a date. Do a post in your VIP. I get a lot of, surprisingly, I still get people who book parties through my VIP, and I've been doing this for 3 years. Those people have been in there for a while, right? Do an email list. Okay, so you can do an email list through your back office. Anyone who's ordered from you ever, you can send out an email. And then your stories is a great way because it's non-invasive. It's not aggressive. You can post a story and you can do a like a poll or like a swipe here for more info. That way you're not only just posting, hey, I need to book shopping events, but share about what it is that shopping events do for people. You sit on so much value with that half price items and the free items, right? It's like free stuff. You're offering free stuff for people. You're doing the work. They literally get free stuff and they invite your friends. That's it. Why aren't people shouting this from the rooftop? Parties aren't dead. They have never been dead. But it's just, we have to be more creative, and we still have to tell people what Zaya brings to the table, what you bring to the table with your parties, right? So do it in your stories. Like I said, just talking about it more makes people more inclined to book in with you. If you don't seem excited about it, guess what? They're not going to be excited about booking in with you. So we're going to spend 10 minutes booking some parties right now. Like I said, you can ask questions if you want.
Another rough patch to rain on, to rain on. I know your friends may say this is a costless celebration. Hip hip hooray, love. Photographs and sepia tones, so still the fire's barely fighting cold. Alone. There are times when I just can't replace us or even erase us. The car stopped, the engine stalled, the boat, the fire spark caught out in the sun. Alone. There were times when I get the lows, the things, the highs were all that we'd ever known. The cards were stacked against us both. I will always love you for what it's worth. Never feel like graffiti on the overpass. I know time may change the way you think of us. I had a bad week, spent the evening pretending it wasn't that deep. You could see in my eyes that it was taking over. I guess I was just blind and caught up in the moment. You know you take all of my stress right now. Help me get it off my chest and into the ether with the rest of this mess that just keeps us depressed. We forget that we're here right now. Because living life at a different pace, I feel like some base. The pressure on your mouth is big, something tough to change. We should just keep happening on our friends and not give a damn if we're missing out. But people think it's right. Me and you will pitch behind the screen and forget to be the conversation for a message that you'll never read. I think maybe you and me, we should head out to the place where the music plays and then we'll go alright. Two step on the road and on the road. How much time is going on? We will fight, better keep tight. We'll keep turning it up and go alright. We have tipsy holding our time. But we know that it's a big more than love. We know that love and all we need is us to go home. Weapons and vacation, me they cut deep. Crisis of confidence, attention coming out. Feel the dark and I open my heart. If you don't see it, you should trust me. I feel like I've got nothing left right now. Except this beauty in her dress right now. She got me feeling like the best, and her best I just left, and she needs to be fresh, playing steps to the beat. If you're living life at a different pace, I think I'll face the pressure on your mouth and face something to change. Shit, we canceling all our plans, and I get the damn that I did the place where it plays, and we'll go all. Two step in the road and on the road. How much time is going on? We will fight, better keep tight. We'll keep turning it up and go alright. We have a tipsy holding our time. But we know that it's a bit more than love. We never love, all we need is us to go home.
I've also been reaching out to people who maybe won gift cards in past parties and haven't used them. So I've kind of kept a list of people who've won gift cards in the last 3 months, especially during the summer. It sometimes gets missed. And I send them a message and I say that they can use that gift card in their own shopping event. And it's just another reason to reach out to that person who might not have ordered yet, but have won the gift card in a party. And I've actually booked 2 parties from doing that. So just an idea. We'll just spend a couple more minutes. Next up, we do my favorite thing, my other favorite thing, potential rep list. So if you haven't even thought recruiting yet, start thinking about it for other people instead of just about you. Sharing with this, sharing this with other people who might benefit from it, especially now moving into a more routine time, something that they can take advantage of using an income, whether that's part-time, full-time, or just, using that discount on quality clothing for them or their family or whatever. So I always spend about 5 or 10 minutes on the potential rep list. I have a list that I have right here on my note. It's on a whiteboard behind my desk. And as people sign up, I scratch them off as people, as people sort of their interests are piqued, or maybe they comment on a post or they ask a question. I don't go for the yes right away. I'm more like, just tell them the benefits of this. I create interest for people. I pique their interest. I fill my funnel. My funnel is huge because I talk to people about it all the time. So whoever I think would be a good rep, whether they know they're on the list or not, they're on the list. And I usually spend about 5 or 10 minutes a day. Again, that's just my schedule. You can do this a week, every couple of days or whatever. And I touch base with them. I'm like, hey, Debbie, I know we talked about it, but the amazing kit right now, I can't help but share it with you. They put the black metallics in the kit. It's a good chance for you to reach out to talk to people about this. If this is a new person, like, Melissa's on my list and she doesn't know she'd be a good Zaya rep yet. I need to tell her, hey, Melissa, I can't help but think you'd rock this. You're already doing all the things. You're working your Beachbody business. You are rocking it. You are showing up in all the ways. You're wearing activewear. You should be doing Zaya as well, earning an income with the work that you're already doing. It's okay to tell people. It's okay to pour belief into them right from the beginning. And it's okay to not go for the yes. I know there's an incentive on the line and that, you should be recruiting, but you should be recruiting all the time. You should be sharing this all the time. And it doesn't matter about the incentive or timeline, but instead just sharing this with people who could benefit. I feel like when you go about it that way, it makes a difference. I spend about 5 to 10 minutes on that. Like I said, create a list, I pique interest. I ask them to, either book in with a priority so we can use the shopping rewards, or maybe, hey, by the way, our team is having a call on I don't know when it is, the 8th of September. I would love for you to, spend 15 minutes listening on the call. I think that's, I think it's right up your alley. I would love for you to listen in. You can do that. You can also say, I just can't help but think you'd be really good at this, or, you really rocked your party. You really showed up as a rep already, or, hey, you shared on my VIP. That's amazing. Do you know that you could literally just have your own link and get the benefits from that? So these types of conversations happen all the time over here. So like I said, just start a list and go from there. Let's do this. It. Okay, awesome. So what I end with usually is follow-ups. So past customers, people who've just ordered, party customers, maybe I didn't get a chance to reach out to the person who placed an order last week in a party. I did the thank you on the page, but I didn't send them a message and say, hey, I'd love to book you in for a shopping event. Also a great time to do thank yous. Just reach out and say, hey, thanks, Michelle. Thanks for being such an awesome part of my VIP. I really appreciate your orders last month. I hope you're well. Doing things like this is just continues to grow your network, keep your network interactive. It's just a good time to reach out and wish people the best. I've been doing thank you cards lately. So I'll spend time doing that today. And I've just created a list of the people I have sent it out to. When people feel valued, when people feel appreciated, it goes so much further than that, the thank you on the group or whatever. Of course, those are good too, but just to do that added touch. And I have a lot of orders coming in and I don't feel like it's a lot to do. Like, you just reach out and say, hey, thanks for placing that order. And like I said, if I forget to do it the week of, I just do it the next week or the week after. It doesn't matter. There's no really time constraint on it. Just reach out and that added touch goes a long way. So we'll spend probably 10 minutes on follow-ups. And if you finish your follow-ups, you can go back to that list you created at the beginning and start going down the list and crossing the to-do lists off. Those are the best part.
We had different goals in our time, but we know what it is to be alone and up, alone and up. And all we need is us to go on. Night, night, to step in with a woman I love. Night, yeah, all we need is us to go on. Night, night, to step in with a woman I love. Night, yeah, all we need is us to go on. An arrow to the heart. I never kissed a mouth that tastes like yours. Strawberries and something more. Ooh yeah, I want it all. Let the stick on my guitar. Fill up the engine, we can drive real far. Go dancing underneath the stars. Ooh yeah, I want it all. Got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like
No, I don't send anything in my thank you cards. I'm the worst. I just send a thank you. But you could totally send a gift card code for free shipping on your next order. I feel like lately though, I've done so much in my VIPs that I'm not going to do the extra. But if you haven't, like for instance, next month, I don't have any plans in my VIP because I'm like capped financially. However, next month it'd be great to do that, something like that, where you can add a gift card to the people who are supporting you.
out the room, grabbed a cup of tea, and stopped talking. Waited for first kiss, first night, first song, made you cry, first drink, red wine, almost stepping through midnight, still feel first fight. We both made it out alive. This thing that I haven't changed for the world. Now I'm on you. Darling, I'm joking. I just said anytime since they kissed, first night, first song, made you cry, first first kiss, first night, first song, made you cry, first time, moonlight, in your parents' garden night. Can't wait to see everything was yesterday. First child, million, first time. Celebration, hip hip hooray, oh, keep it going, don't tell me quite away.
Sarah, I have to head out. I just wanted to say thanks.
Thanks for coming, Cheryl.
Okay, see ya.
Have a great day.
You too.
Awesome. So that's all I have for Power Hour. That, like I said, those are the things that I do each day. Those are the things that move my business forward consistently. Obviously, some days I might spend more time, working on parties that I have or showing up differently there, maybe doing lives, more reviews, stuff like that. But each day I really touch on 5 things. Like I said, that first one was doing that messenger week tally, creating a list, a to-do list, and then I create the content that I need to for the day. For me, it's in all the things: Instagram, VIP, parties, stories, and a post on Facebook. Then I spend time booking parties. I do this each day just because I feel like whether it's a couple minutes here and there or just touching base with a customer about possibly booking in for a shopping event. I might not spend 10 minutes each day, but like I said, I try to. And then a potential rep list. Creating a potential rep list, 5 to 10 minutes there. Follow-ups are a big part of my business as well each day. Does anyone have any questions? No.
I have a question.
Okay.
This is sort of about it, but I have a t-shirt, a tank to deliver to someone who I had a contest for. And of course I had it delivered to my house because I was new and didn't know how to do everything.
That's okay.
So I'm going to be delivering it to her. I just wondered if anyone ever's done that and they put it in a nice bag, or I just really don't want
Krista
to
can
hand it
probably
to her
answer
in the
this one.
plastic. What?
I think Krista does this. I do not, but Krista will answer you, I'm sure.
Okay. Thanks, Krista.
I don't typically do too much. I have been mailing things out more so
Yeah.
recently. And I did buy pretty mailers with like a little thank you sticker and whatnot. But you could just hand it to them with a little, like you could even put a sticky note on it or something just to say that thanks for entering in my draw or whatever. I don't think anyone expects anything, but I don't think I would go out and invest too much into like personalized bags or anything like that, because it's
Yeah.
not, unless that's something that you really enjoy doing, going to customers within your area and hand delivering them. Some people do love that. But for me, it's more of an inconvenience to try and find the perfect time to meet up.
Yeah.
So I tend to spend the little bit of extra and throw it in the mail.
Yeah, it's just that I know this person, so that's why she won the draw.
It's a
and I
great
said, okay, this-
opportunity to have a chat if they've
Yeah.
not had an event for you, or for you just to tell them,
Yeah.
how you've been enjoying it or whatever. It's a great face-to-face way of having those conversations. I know
Yeah.
I've been having a lot more conversations in the past, like even over the summer. People are, that I don't get to see very often, but are on my social media platforms, and they're seeing my stories and they're like, wow, Krista, like you're doing really well, or I can see that you're really enjoying this. And it's just like, it feels so good to talk to people in person about it too. So I'm like, yeah, actually I'm
Mhm.
having so much fun, and I'd love to talk with you more about it or whatever. So yeah,